Hey mateys, once again, I'm back and just walking about for 15 seconds, and we are ready to go down to the track. And I gonna used to be used about for reminding to their own track and field for this the track roosters for looks like formally for business. If it's anything, it could be neededly. As you either wanted to be the track guy for track student, college track student, and if you guys wanted to be junior highs, high schools, and college tracks, and there could be about 20 years, It could be 20 years about school districts and college and universities. If you're very proud of it, study all day for 20 years. Read the books and magazines, math, reading and writing. You were excitedly. So how do some junior high school teachers, the kids don't allow to fail on the with your phone thing for the camera, but they say, no filtering are allowed here. That's a very prank, just a tiny bit, that just is needed to be the down there, just a lot of it. Just like walking downstairs, and this is from a lot of us drive various movies, and all things all of us for one moment, whoever the forgotten thing, and whoever the reader forgotten, I think of once that are quiet. Take that as a yes. Oh.
Because he's not used to solid ground, he thought you were going over. Sharp turns in a boat.
So you guys are laughing, chattering for clamoring, and we're heading down for ready. I guess it's gonna have to do something. For I am not very glad. So for the lunch lady, Mrs. Scott is my friend from junior high schools, and Miss St. Canella. She temporarily loved my friend, and I don't know, somehow the very good thing, great value thing. For all things about the healthy choice. And as long as about 6 more years, included for 2 more years. Thanks about the very best, and for who knows about sometimes there's a high time, and so almost been night, almost about this is the spring snow for right now. It could be all things around a lot of good things. Usually, and usually Miss Lauren stands for usually Miss Lauren, that their teachers and staffs, they're watching for the kids, and it could be presented for high school, for junior highs and high schools, from college and university, from graduating from all the college or universities, Naval Air Force, career and technology, and the military Air Force base. It could be watched use it for during the Army, including about the Army, Marine, Navy, National Guard, Coast Guard, and Navy. And it could be have some romantic for movies. It's good thing about the choice. For all the good this love, all I have to do is looks about for a story, looks about looks anything could be story. So I'm trying. Some anything could be the Starcast. Some anything could be talking about a lot of those three, four, my two siblings, two parents, and maybe sometimes it could be all a lot about we're family. We're family a lot. I would suggest you really know, just because nothing's at all. Have to take a breath. As long as the damages, if because they allow for the bike for every during the weekend for anything could be for Saturdays. All I have to do is think about it very damn way. Well, long as about the very commentary for exercising, for going out for walk, going for myself, going to yourself, your friends, your family, your brothers, sisters, siblings, my parents, grandparents, and families, and whoa, and their neighbor calling me to get inside. That is gotta happen in Nord. I heard Jacob. They have a good idea what to say. I've been saying this an idea. And it could be all a lot. Yeah. Hey. Say three reminded me. Yeah. That is good to know for the has a good as very idea. I hope that a hibernated it could be the foreign napling for a lot of good things for idea for usually about the use stories. Get in and get out for there for my juggernauters here for the last 4 hours. Just Corn has a filming guy, and Jesse and Georgie is about the current friend. It's about current friends, and his aunt Melissa is started the current enemy. And she was supposed to be invading things for Fenton. I did not know it was sneak about for very quietly. She does sleep. She woke up very lately, just like a very mentioned. But I do have very, very such as things, I just noticed as long as. For I do heard about just a couple of times. For I do have get by the guess. How can I say? I have no idea. I have a look at her insane. So my dad is actually what did he say? I don't feel like talking. Felt like talking. So I have my throat hurt. His throat hurts really bad, but he felt sick from post office to Seattle, and I'm very sorry about for apologizing for my felt bad. And I don't feel bad about it for my dad thing, and so Jacob, Katie, and walking in the trail and the trees in the forest. I think she went in and walking. Well, I was gonna say this crap. It could be anything. Could be walking through the trails, and walk beside it, and much as very welcome. And it is almost gonna be night. Just be at home about for 35 minutes. Exercising is always to do, having really the best forever. So you have to notice, write your notes about for a passion for, profession for exercising. Listen to those of you for long stories. It feels long, as long as it's harder. All I think is good stuff. If you didn't notice, as long as it's harder to know, as most of they have a you decided, hey, do you have a gonna be for exercising guy, and from college students, and you could be excited because to see it's come from to see them somehow. You know what? I love it. It's something about the very important. It is just very important. It's always to know. It's just a very best way for ever want. You know, even such as it's a really good things, and that really sucks. I'm really gonna have a very depressioning the definitions, and they're walking in the trails. See, I'm just gonna go into the trail for 3 more laps, for just like a last lap, for 1 more. Anything could have a fair not gotta get to the dark end there. If I don't see it about animals, animals with predators to come out for attack me, it just looks like no animals are allowed with the Fujian high schools around the building on the track. And what I've been noticed is, as long as the hardest is very noticed, as I do, is really as I have the best way forever. Even though I'm knowing such things, and so what I have to do, all I have to do is very loving those guys, you know. Well, sucks. But I don't think it about the somehow. Well, good thing. If I don't, so I did get in there about very endless things, and but really good to think about it for not just things, and sort of a computer, just a tiny bit. And here could be longest do I have for the listeners too, and walking straight to for my abs, then go to flat to my legs, and it goes to the fat positions of my legs. It's gonna be burn. It's gonna shot the burn where my belly does, you know. So there could be the fortunate. It could be very fun of it, to make a fun of it, and you could have very noticed things, and if really, it could be really just such as things as I have very his vicinity. He is the Army and Psycho, and Army to Psycho dad, as long as to have a formerly Psycho dad Jeff, and hey, Jesse breaks the living room TV from last week, and it is from demolition gaming room, and he destroys in the garage excuse me. If it what happens for right now, it could be a lot of very danger, and something has wrong with them, and I have no idea. I have no idea what he's saying. You know, pretty sucks. It just pretty sucks. Walking at night is very sucks. Mom did walk in the night. I think sucks. She needs to bring in the headlight with the flashlight. And my dad told me about bring the headlights. Could be only way about who walking for headlight with track. Some neighbor people will see it. Anything about formerly. Hey, they don't get us to get. Neighbor owners don't get us to get trouble. This is not very good about very badly, very lovely, very rude, and just do in the morning, noon and afternoon, for 9 in the night. Just like we can do sunset for walking, where you're walking. Exercises is always just do have to notice is your best. My best friends just reunited to for 3 for guys for walking, and sub Jacob, sub Katie, and sub your 3 with you, and it could be have a just at a time. I'm gonna walking straight. I'm gonna keep jogging for a second. Okay, here comes the trail. Puppy?
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
My dogs are running loose here.
And
Buddy, get out of the way.
it's alright. He ran just straight. And it was just okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they ran too, right away. And just a neighbor lady just hatched out 2 dogs, her owners, and she's nice. She has temporary. I have temporarily for nice to the neighbor, old man, old woman. It could be walk up there for just like the hiking through the forest. Did not mention for the enemies. I don't like that they're stranger. I don't like that take the strangers. I was gonna have a tick up this way and make sure just to get ladies don't get me to strangers. Well, I have really gonna have to very careful for these 2 girls. All I have noticed is I have a gonna have to going on to someone else. I'm gonna keep walking so not to stare at the girls' things. If they're trying to do that and such as things, and could be maniac. Be right back just a second.